Morning, everyone. So, welcome to session 2 of the ANML workshop. So, yesterday we have uploaded the stream 1, session 1 on the YouTube. So, people who might have missed the session 1 can join in, can watch the same thing in our YouTube channel. Uh, Today also we are recording the same and we'll be also uploading the same thing in YouTube. And people who have attended both the days will be given e-certificates on their mail ID. Any other questions, you can definitely reach us on our mail ID. We will be sending you a mail with all the details. If you want to reach out to us or you reach out to the speaker, if you have any doubts, you can definitely clarify. So speaker will join in another minute or two. Just stay tuned. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. Good morning, everyone. Please revert in the chat if I am visible to every one of you and my screen also. So till now, some half of the participants have joined till now as it was yesterday. So should we wait just for 1-2 minutes or should we start? Okay, let's start. Let's start as you are here. Okay, they may join later. So those of you who were yesterday also, so it's a request from my side that we have also uploaded a YouTube video for yesterday session. Okay, it was a live session, and today is also is a live session right now. So what I would request is you can go through the video, and if you are having doubt regarding any sort of coding and repetition, so you can go through the recorded session. It is available on YouTube. So how you will go to recorded session? So every one of you have to first go to YouTube. Okay, then after going to YouTube, you have to go to Asian Institute of Design, Bangalore. You have to search for this, and with reference to it, yesterday session is also there, day one, and today session is also live right now. Okay, so you can go to yesterday session if you are having any doubt, and you can go through the full video. Okay, it is available to every one of you, and please do not forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so let's start our journey for today. So yesterday also we were doing data visualization. So I thought that I should be giving a final touch for data visualization today itself. Okay, so let's start from where we left yesterday. Okay, so if you remember, we were discussing about the Python programming. Okay, and we were having one data set from Kaggle platform, and we were using that data set, and we were trying to visualize it. Okay, very important data set it was, and very recent one. So that data set is actually captured through Washington Post. It's a news and multimedia platform in USA. Okay, so let me see your chats, what you are. So can you share yesterday code so that it can be easy to practice? Yes, for yesterday and today, both days codes, I will share these 2 day codes, and I will share we will upload it. So we are exploring 2 options. So either I will upload it on GitHub and share the link, or what we will do is we will share all these codes to the participants, those who are doing the participation. Okay, so we will send you through the mail. Okay, is that okay with everyone? Okay then, so let's start. It's already late. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about this thing. If you remember, we were in the file section, and we were having data set loaded here. We did some understanding about the data type. Why I told you about the data type only? Because this is the very starting point. If you know how to understand the data type, and you are actually working with all the data only, so understanding the full data structure in the Python, which you can load or you can practice, that is more important. Okay, so that was yesterday. So I have already mounted my drive here. Okay, sorry, I have already mounted my drive here, and my drive is there. So what I will do now is I will quickly run all these codes which we were following yesterday, because we have to take this to the next level. Okay. So yesterday we started with our coding, and we were discussing that first let's select the runtime. Okay, before starting. So you will select the runtime as change the runtime type, and you will select the GPU only. Okay, and you will save it. So our GPU is working in the background right now. Okay, and let's check the working directory. What is the working directory we are having right now? So we are having this working directory only. uh, Content. So we are having this file, first page working directory. Okay, let's load our data from yesterday, which we were actually going through. Okay, so first you have to do is first we have to load the Kaggle. First you have to install the Kaggle platform here. Some very basic thing. Okay, it is already installed in my PC. Okay, then you have to click on the Google upload. Okay, so before that, what you will do is you will go to your Kaggle platform. Okay, then you will generate the API token. Okay, I have already generated one API token, but I am not going to use it. So let me delete that API too. Okay. I want to generate something just so I just want to show every one of you that how to do it. Okay. So you will go to my account and you will go to your profile, click on your profile, and you will click on my account. When you will click on my account, you will be able to see this API section. You will scroll it down, API section, create new API token. You will click on this. Now the token is there with you. Okay, then you will go back to our package. Okay, then you will, as you can see that it is available here. Okay, I'm just saving it into the desktop. Okay, it is in my desktop right now. So now you will go to your choose file. Okay, you will select this Kaggle and open it. Okay, so you will see that it is modified right now, and dictionary is loaded with your specialized key. Okay, with your account key. Now let's move forward. Now let's change the setting to give the permission in your account to access all these Kaggle platform dataset. Okay, access is there right now. So this is our dataset. How we loaded this dataset yesterday. So we went to data, right? We went to data, and we were looking at this data, right? So from here we loaded the dataset. Okay, now let's go back to our page. Okay, so I am again loading the same data set right now. So within 15 minutes we will be done with this. Okay, this okay, now I'm having the data set with me. Fatal police shooting zip folder, it is there. To unzip it, you will use this command. Okay, you will use this bunch of code, and it is unzipped now. You will refresh it here, and you will be able to see your new data here. All the files are available here. Okay, now let's you can also remove the unwanted files from here also. Okay, there is a command that yesterday I showed you in our PPTs. Okay, let me show you again. So you will first load all the required libraries with you. Okay, to do all the data visualization. Okay, we have done all these commands yesterday only. So let's go forward. We are loading all the libraries which are required. We are also loading word cloud. Okay, word cloud we will see today how to plot a word cloud, and how it is very informative and very easy to understand. Okay, now libraries are here with us. Okay, now we are changing our file police killing to shoot. Okay, we are assigning a name to shoot to that file folder. It is there. Now let's check the data. We are doing the feature in engineering here. We are defining shoot dates. So we are assigning these names here. Why it is showing again to me this? Jyoti Prakash, are you visible? Jyoti Prakash, it is again asking me to share. Do I need to click on the share? Is that video visible to everyone? Is my video visible to everyone? Is that some kind of bug or something? I don't know why it is asking again. Jyoti Prakash, are you listening? So let me just click here. Is my video visible now also? Everyone, please revert. Is my video visible now also? Okay then. let's start again. So we did the feature engineering yesterday here. Okay, we are running it now. We plotted various type of charts here. Okay, we plotted various type of charts here, and to plot these charts, we did some definition of the plot, monthly race, and all. Okay, so our first chart was based on that only. Okay, so these were the charts that we plotted yesterday. Okay, and we also plotted state-wise killing chart. Okay, now let's move forward. So right now we are going to see city-wise. In USA, so many cities data are with us. Okay, so we are defining a variable as shoot in the city. Okay, so what it will do is it will count the number of fatalities which happen on the basis of cities. Okay, so this code is there for that. Now we have already defined a variable shoot in the city. Now we are going to plot the city shooting chart. Okay, so we are using this command. We are defining maximum 20 maximum 20 column will be shown. Okay, that means 20 maximum shooting in the city. Okay, so everyone, you can see this. So these are the 20 cities which are there in the chart plot. Okay, you can reduce it also if you want to. You can change the number of cities from here to 10 also. Then the number of cities data which will be available in the graph will be only first 10. Okay, so you can see this Los Angeles got the 39 death. Okay, so number of fatalities of kills on the y-axis, and number of cities on the x-axis. So this is one type of plot you can do. Okay, you can change the color type also. Now next question which is there is my screen visible? Is my screen visible right now? Is my video is also visible? Okay then, let's continue. One student told me it is not visible. Okay, so now we are going to plot what is the gender proportion of the death. That means how many females were killed, how many men were killed. So we are defining two variable here: shoot gender male and shoot gender female. Okay, and first we are going to collect all the shooting with respect to gender. Then we will divide it with respect to filtration in the gender into male and gender into female basis. Okay, we are running this code. So this is done. Now let's plot it. So we are going to plot a bar chart. Okay, on the basis of that. Okay, woman and man chart will be there. Okay, so as you can see this, on the basis of gender male and female, we are having 3 year data with us: 15, 16, 17. We have plotted. Okay, number of victims you can see there. So these orange color is the female, and this red color is the male. So you can see that in 2015 949 death were there for the male. And so these are the shoot done by police. Okay, so as we can see that it is just keep decreasing. Okay, in 17 also it decreases. Okay, so most of the shooting which are done is totally dominance with respect to man only. Okay, this chart is showing that. Now next we are going to see that how many victims try to flee. That means if a shooting is happening and police is giving warning, that how many victims actually are trying to flee. Okay, trying to run. Okay, this is also some they captured in the data set. Okay, so first we are defining the this shoot in a flee manner. Okay, if you will go through the data set, let me show you the data set. You will click here, you can see the data set. Okay, it is available here only. So see this flee, there is a variable flee here. Okay, so what it will show you is it will show you all the whether they were fleeing through car, or they were not fleeing, or they were running, or they were not running, this kind of data. Okay, so this is here only. And let's come to backward code. So it will, this code will show you that. Okay, so we are going to design on the basis of that. So this is going to be the second last chart for our practice. Okay, so we are defining armdf. Okay, how many try to flee. Okay, first variable. So it will just extract the data which is going to base upon flee. Okay, one single column. Now let's see some. So first five variable of flee. Okay, so these are the type of variable inside the flee variable is not fleeing, car, foot, and others. Okay, if you will see the count also, we can very easily extract these knowledge that most of the shoot which happen, they were in the non fleeing mode. Okay, then we are just going to plot this. Right now we are using the pie chart for that. Okay, so you can see that the go function is there. Go function is a part of plotty library. Okay, we are running this. So as you can see now is we are having this pie chart available. So 68%, 68.6% shoot which happen, people who were there, they were not fleeing it and they were caused death. Okay, so the second majority is those who are fleeing through car. Okay, and third one is those who are trying to run. Okay, on foot. So you can understand very crisp insight from this visualization that how many people were actually targeted when they were just standing. Okay, so moving next. Now this is going to give a last chart. Okay, what we are going to do now, we are going to create a word cloud. So what is a word cloud? Actually, word cloud is used to represent those specific strings, or those specific numbers which are going to be in a major. Then these words in a rectangle shape. These words will show in a very big amount. Okay, or in a very big picture, large picture. And those words which will be lower in the quantity in the data set, they will be shown in the small amount. Okay, so we are going to check the data set when it comes to how many people were armed. So you can see that this is the arm variable. Okay, this is the arm column. So we are having gunned, unarmed, toy weapon, nail gun. Okay, so first we will define a variable here. Okay, so we are defining armed as a variable, and we are running this. So we have defined a new variable here. Now let's check some very basic property of this armed. Okay, we are running the head command to check first three for understanding. Okay, okay, it's a list. It's a list. Okay, leave this. Okay, don't check this. So right now we will plot one graph here. Okay, we will plot one graph here. So these are all going to be the unique values. Okay, that's why it is not loading. Drop, now we have dropped the all the unique values here. Okay, so we are going to plot word cloud right now. Okay, so the color, background color will be black. Okay, we are putting orange and red color. Okay, width and height you can define by yourself on. Okay, now axis, it will show word cloud, and interpretation will be in linear. Okay, so just let's plot it, then you will see this. So every one of you can see this now. This is the very beautiful presentation or visualization. You can see very easily. Okay, can you see this? Everyone can see this? Tell me this. Can you see this? So how beautiful this is. So most of the people who are shoot dead. Okay, so many of them were carrying gun, and many of them were carrying metal, and some carrying knife also. You can very easily see this. So this will do what? this will pop up in a large word. So you cannot do this kind of plotting in other language. So that is the beauty of Python. Okay, that is the beauty of Python, that you can actually load these kind of visualization inside the Python. And this is done using the plotty package. Okay, plotty library. So this is till now for the visualization, okay, data visualization. Now let's move to our today's topic. Okay, we are done with this. So let's move to our today's topic, which was machine learning. Okay, right now we will do the machine learning now. Okay, so I'm stopping this. I hope all of you have enjoyed this visualization. And right now we are going to move to the machine learning now. So we started yesterday with Python, and now we are going to start with machine learning. Okay, so let's start. So what is actually machine learning and artificial intelligence is, it is nothing but it's a sort of systematically designed process and systematically designed output scenarios. Okay, whenever we are going to deal with any sort of different type of data. Okay, so what is actually machine learning is, machine learning is nothing but teaching machines to learn, or creating models which can do some task which you are going to do by hand, and they are going to do your task. For example, some encapsulated uh, calculations, okay, matrix calculations, or some mathematical calculations. Okay, so they are going to we are going to encapsulate some functions, we are going to encapsulate some package, and they are going to be very very specializing all this. For example, what option do we have when it comes to getting the choices variable? Okay, and for what reason we are going to do all these research and all these option choices? Okay, after that what we are actually trying to do is, in the end what matters is, whenever you will start any data mining process, you will start with the hypothesis testing. Okay, hypothesis setup. So these two type of variable will set your hypothesis variable. For example, analytical research you are into, advertising you are into, or you want to look into the personalization, customization. Okay, these are very very broad word. Okay, these are not the topic of the day. Okay, what is the topic of the day is the process which start after the data collection. Okay, so this is how you will collect the data. User online activities, like we are doing YouTube configurations, Facebook, Twitter. Okay, and context to context is unspecified data you take, cookies and tracking elements you can take. Okay, health data, demographic, all these financial location data. So from this step we enter into the data mining process. So first we are going to set the hypothesis, right? What actually we are going to do about the problem. Okay, then we are going to collect the data on that basis. Then we are going to choose among the various available methods, models, that which we are going to choose according to our requirement. Okay, so these can be the ways. If we want to just look into the predictive analytics, that means we want to do some future forecasting, then we have to choose some very very specified model inside the predictive analytics. Okay, or if we want to check some unstructured data, or string data. Okay, for example, Twitter data, Facebook data, Zomato Gold, Zomato data, or data which is having in a article base. Okay, that is more like a string data. Okay, so what we will do is we will enter into the arena of natural language processing. Okay, and now inside that you can do classification, clustering, information extraction, translation, all these things. Now if you want to enter into the service domain, okay, if you are having data and online data, for example, every company right now is running a virtual platform on their website. On whenever you will enter any website, any bank website, they are having that chat bot. Okay, they are having that chatbot. So that chatbot is also a application sort of speech domain, okay, and NLP domain. Okay, now in the same manner robotics is also there, vision, what is the machine vision. So these are also the type of problem you can solve using the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the union, machine learning is the subset. Okay, so this is how you can understand the full structure of the domain. Okay, now let's move next. Why machine learning and AI? So everyone knows that the world is so much interconnected, that we are somehow connected with the world. Okay, through virtual platform, through not non-virtual platform, we are connected, and we are generating data. So we are having demands. Okay, we are having choices that which mobile apps we are regularly users, which mobile apps we are not using, and what exactly we are doing with the uh, available scenarios. Okay, how we are starting to the problem. For example, if right now the video conversation is happening, some of you have installed the Zoom app in your mobile phone, but some of you are using laptop. Okay, so this is how we are starting to the problem. So we are demanding some sort of requirement we are having. Now we are having so much of data set available that security threat is also increasing. Okay, the more so it's a proportionally equal statement that the more we will become advanced in terms of virtual platform, the more if sorry uh, then the risk factor associated with the security will also increase. Okay, so if we will see these things, that there is one more concept is here, that how we can use the same type of data industry into different domains. Now for example, when it comes to the infection understanding, so in every 3 seconds a new infection is observed. Okay, so these kind of findings you can do using the your very famous machine learning and AI. Okay, now we are having highly automated adversaries. So what are adversaries? We will talk about it. Okay, be with me. Changing cybersecurity platforms and changing the requirement and all. Now for example, a McDonald company can also use the AI to give all these available applications. Okay, now for example, they can give virtual personal assistant to in their mobile app. Okay, they can give the payment gateways, they can give the graph analysis, that which actually product is looking better and which product is consumed by most of the clients, and all these things, visualization. Okay, audio analysis, social networking analysis, and all these things. Okay, so even a firm like which is totally connected with the food domain, they are very interesting into entering into AI. Okay, so this is the real requirement is. So for example, very famous, so all of you are aware, Google. Okay, Google is using in almost all their applications the machine learning and AI. Okay, for example, Google Translate, we use NLP. Google Voice Search, we use bots. Okay, and Google Smart Reply, we again use machine learning. Okay, Google Photos also we use the machine learning. Okay, same way. So if we want to learn why it is hard for machine to learn, why it is hard for not us to learn. So if you will see these three apples, you can very easily our mind can very easily understand that this middle one is not a apple, is not a real apple. Okay, but for a machine to tell that this is a apple or not, okay, you have to change this picture into the numerical form. Okay, that means you have to perform this as a understanding in the digit form. Okay, so machines will classify that whether this is a real apple or not using all these type of learning through numbers only. Okay, they are having not this interconnectivity, the five senses interconnectivity that we are having in a proper manner. Machines are not having this. Okay, so that is why it is difficult to learn for a machine to teach that which is going to be the exact thing and exact way. Okay, now Facebook is also using, see the we are connected with the virtual platforms. Okay, so this is how we are connected. Even Facebook is also doing so many things: textual analytics, facial recognition, target advertising, right? Even if you are aware about it or not, 90% of the Facebook revenue comes from advertising only. Okay, so this is how the things are changing. Okay, now let's move next. We have already discussed this, that which company is using ML and AI extensively, and they are using Python as a base platform to do all these activities. Okay, now let's enter into the concept of AI and ML. So we are having what are the packages? So let's talk about the building blocks of AI and ML in Python. Okay, so Python offering a lot of advancement when it comes to machine learning and AI. Okay, data analytics and data science and machine learning. So we are having NumPy, Pandas, Scikit. These are the normal, these are the very initial packages which we started with in Python to do the numerical computation when it comes to data analytics. Then we enter into the new era of calculation in Python, that is known as deep learning libraries. Okay, so we are having TensorFlow, Theano, Keras, NLTK, Space, and Plotly. Okay, all these are what? These are what? These are machine learning libraries which are very specifically designed for very complex scenarios or very difficult data to handle things. Okay, so we are entering into this era right now. Okay, so let's move next. What is machine learning? Again, we come to the machine learning topic. So machine learning is the study, is the scientific study of algorithm and statistics model that learn from data and experiment. Okay, so we have already discussed it. Where are the applications of machine learning? So some very few: finance, forecasting, NLP, robotics, policies. Why policies? Policies can also be there when it comes to even if you are not aware about it. In economics also, people apply so much of machine learning. And what they do inside that machine learning, inside their domain, they will try to simulate the business scenarios or the business outcomes more than 1 lakh times, that how the business will change when they run these machine learning topics on business cycles. Okay, or other scenarios also, policy scenarios, all these things. So let's move next. So what are the types of machine learning? So I will just give you very brief of all these things so that all of you can revise it very easily. Then we will enter into the coding. Okay. So question, am I audible? Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible to everyone? Please revert. Samuel, am I audible now? AI is very much related to IoT. Okay, what actually IoT is? IoT is the broad range of applications which you can give on the virtual platform. Okay, with respect to cloud computing. Okay, so cloud computing is a very advanced thing we are into right now, and believe me, we have not seen the full potential of the cloud computing till now. Okay, so cloud computing is like a pipeline. It's like a pipeline we are building all over the world. Okay, if you have not heard about, then we are also going to build a moon base. Okay, there also all these things will happen. Okay, so we are actually still in a structure infrastructure scenarios for the cloud computing. You see all these two mafias, Amazon, AWS, Amazon Web Service, and Azure from Microsoft. These are actually the very professional firms which are there, and they are giving the service for the cloud computing and IoT. So how it is going to change in the coming 10 years, why I started with 2030 only, that how it is useful for you people also. So if you learn all these things at some platform, if you enroll to AID courses, and if you enroll to some other courses also, so we are going to teach these also. So how this machine learning can be actually practiced inside the AWS also. We have also incorporated that in our syllabus. Okay, and I hope some of you will be interested after this for the course. So we are also giving the course on AWS also, and we are also giving the course on how to crack AWS exam for machine learning. Okay, so AWS is giving machine learning exam also, so we can you can do the practice, and you can do all these machine learning using Python in AWS. Okay, so we have designed a course for that, so all of you can practice that. If you are interested, then you can inform after it. Okay. The course is everything is not free. If everything will be free, then it will be of no use, believe me. So we also lose motivation. So if try to think like that, to be honest with you, try to think like that. uh, Air is free. Air is free right now, right? And we don't value it. We don't value the air is totally free for every living creature. Okay, but we don't value it. So free is sort of a thing that the learning rate or the learning opportunity should be free. Okay, how much you can grasp from this webinar is free. Okay, but some of you are going to take it so much forward that you are going to become some data scientist also, maybe. Yeah, so we will send the brochure. Mr. Jyoti Prakash will send the brochure for all these things. Okay, you can discuss these things, the pricing and all with him. Okay, and what I will suggest is, so why the things are not free is, things are not free because they are having values. Okay, and people value them. So whenever it comes to value something, you will always give a price check. Okay, if you will think that it is going to benefit for them, then you will pay for it. Why people buy Bisleri water rather than a local water? Okay, so the thing is that they value it, right? So they pay for it, right? So I hope some of you will be interested in doing the course. We are giving very interesting machine learning and AI course in AID. I will be the tutor, and you will be going through very extensively. So we will start from very basic, but those basic building blocks will be totally different, which are offered in the industry. So we are covering in the basic Python the topics which should be aware about to a developer also. Okay. So this will be the inside the meet. Okay. So if you are interested, you can enroll for those courses in your after this webinar. Okay. So we will share the brochure with you. Okay. You can enroll for that. So let's continue with our topic. Keep asking doubt, everyone. Keep asking doubt. If you are having any doubt, or if you want to interest, you are interested in the course and all. Okay. So we are having how many types of machine learning? So try to understand the why we shifted to the machine learning. Okay, that is more important. The intuition to shifting to the machine learning is important. We were having design systems, databases before also. Okay, so what happened in the traditional programming, that we were collecting data and doing the things with our hand. Okay, so we were having rules designed that what how we are going to perform what type of scenarios in datas. Okay, and we were having data, and we were having traditional programming softwares. So what we were doing, we were trying to collect using that rules and that data, we were collecting the answers. Okay, now these answer collecting was totally human made thing. Okay, that human were involved in this traditional programming a lot. Okay, now the world is changing into automation. Okay, now automation is twisting the fact right now. What is automation here is, so we are having data which was already there 20 years ago, 30 years ago, but not before than that. Okay, now we are having answers also. What type of answers? So we are having historical buildup of data and behavior. Okay, so those behavior are known to us because of the historical repeat. Okay, so we are having answers also and we are having data also. Now we do not want to do the, we do not want to do the human involvement too much. That means we want to do the automation. Okay, now to move to the automation we want to reduce the human efforts. Okay, so that way, for that only we are incorporating machine learning. So machine learning will do what? It will reduce the human error possibilities. That means the error which human were doing. Okay, and it will load the automation and limitation framework in a very important way when it comes to the application. Okay, so in the end of the day we will be getting, we will be getting rules, that what are the rules which should be followed. Okay, out of this data and answer. Right, so we are having three type of machine learning to start with. Okay, supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Someone is asking, you are not audible. Am I audible? Am I audible? Ishita, please check your internet connectivity. Okay. Am I audible now to everyone? Am I audible? Please revert everyone. Still some of you are saying sound is not coming. Those of you who are having issue in this sound, please check your internet connectivity. Okay, so let's continue. So for most of you I am audible. That means no, there is a connectivity issue from your side. Okay. Okay, then. So three type of machine learning are there: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. What we did on the basis of the task, on the basis of the complexity, we divided the machine learning into three part. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's see what are these three types. Okay. So supervised learning, what actually comes under the umbrella of supervised learning? So we are having two broad scenarios, regression and classification. Okay, so we will be having regression when it comes to the variable which we are going to predict or which we are going to take the care about. Okay, the dependent variable which we are going to work upon. Okay, so we will be using this in the regression. Now there is a very easy understanding. Okay, there is a very easy understanding to just classify, to just differentiate these two type of model. So one is the variable which we are interested to predict or to forecast or to work upon. Okay, that is going to be a continuous variable when it comes to regression. Okay, so what is a continuous variable? If you have seen the data of a price, okay, of any product, so price can vary from one level to another. That means it is not bounded by any scenario. Okay, for example, price of a potato can be 10 rupees kg, or it can also 20 rupees kg also. And it can, if the demand becomes so much and supply becomes very few, okay, then it can shoot up to 30, 40 also. Okay, in the same manner, So price is a continuous variable. That means there is no boundations available inside that range. Okay. But classification method, so all the output scenario y, so if you have seen y is equal to x, ax plus b. Okay. So these are what? These are, if y is continuous variable, then we will be using regression. Okay. If y is not a continuous variable and y is a categorical value, okay, or y is a value which is there for the on the binary basis. Okay, for example 0 and 1, 0 and 1. So output variable, if it is going to be categorical basis, then we will be using classification method. Okay, is that understood to everyone? Is that understood to everyone? Is rule mining used nowadays? Yes. Very easy to understand these two things. I'm just giving you the broad ideas here. Okay, for example, in a regression example, so predicting relationship between advertising budget and sales. Okay, so as you can understand that if sales, if advertising budget will shoot up, okay, then say there is a possibility that sales is also going to shoot up also. Okay, because sales is related to the uh, budget also. Okay, the advertising budget. Okay, for regression basis. Now you can take some other example also for regression. For example, if a student is there and we are going to teach a student till PhD level. Okay, if parents are going to teach a student till PhD level or master's level, MBA level, PhD level, then there are high chances that student will be earning more salary. Okay, more income. Okay, so this is how we deal with the regression. So many types of regression, believe me. I think more than 20-30 types of regression are there. Okay, if you will do the course, then it makes sense to teach all these things in the very 6 month manner. So we are giving the course for the 6 month. Okay, it's a professional diploma program. Okay, for machine learning and AI. So all of you will get the brochure of this. Okay. Yeah, one more time I am explaining. So regression is what? Regression is predicting the continuous variable. That means the value of that variable, the predicted variable, can go as much as volatile. Okay, for example, this predicting relationship between advertising budget and sales. So for example, if we are predicting advertising budget and sales in the domain of petroleum industry, right? So there are very few firms which are going to do the advertisement for in petroleum industry. Why? Because the product is similar. Okay, now try to think like that. The advertising budget and sales relation when it comes to any consumer product. For example, biscuits. Okay, so many firms are there now. Patanjali and some other Oreo. Okay, these firms are there and they are going to they are going to compete in the market. So if the consumer is the ultimate base, right? If they are going to like it, then they are going to eat it more. Okay, so if they are going to advertise it more using media channel, using YouTube and all these things, then they will be getting more sales, right? So this is a positive relationship between these two. Okay, so this is how we can understand about the regression. Now let's talk about the classification. So what can we understand from the classification scenario? Try to think like that. A bank is there, and they are having all the client data with them. Okay, they are having all the clients data with them. Now clients are who's? The consumers, those who use the bank services. Okay, now bank came up with the argument that they are giving the credit card to their clients, their customers. Okay, but on a very real scenario, do you really think that bank are going to give the credit card to every one of their customer? Okay, I don't think so. And this is not make sense also, because some people can default also. Okay, so to understanding that credit default, okay, bank use classification models. Okay, That means they are having historical data when it comes to customer behavior with the bank. Okay, then they are going to use this historical data to understand the customer patterns, customer ways, that how they are going to deal with the when it comes to credit. Okay, when they are going to credit them, okay, give them credit. So this is how you can understand it. Am I audible? Am I audible? Are you understanding? Is there any doubt? You are having doubt, you can ask. I am ready to take any doubt. Okay, there is nothing like that. The doubt session should be in the end only. If you are having any doubt right now, you can also ask. Okay, so let's continue. So these are all the type of models which are going to help you in understanding the scenarios when it comes to the categorical data, categorical answers. Okay, and regression is going to give you the continuous variable answers. Okay, classification will give you categorical answers: yes, no, win, loss. Okay, and 0, 1. Okay, or what type of answer can be there? If four options are there, which one is going to come with what probability? Okay, so these are this type of questions. So let's move next. Examples of supervised and unsupervised learning. Okay, we have already discussed this thing. So predicting GDP growth of a country, forecasting sales, forecasting housing price, relationship between advertising budget and sales. Classification example can be there. Default rate in the home rate segment, predicting rank in any game. For example, horse racing outcome. If you are running a so this type of model, if you have seen heard about this logistic model. So when you will come to enroll for the classes, then we are giving from every dimension example. Okay, not just very business oriented, because they are used everywhere. Okay, so logistic regression, this logistic regression is very popular when it comes to horse racing, because it will tell you the odds of winning. Okay, so we can also predict credit card default, medical conditions, whether a condition is severe or not. Okay, type of unsupervised learning models, k-mean clustering, hierarchical clustering. So what is unsupervised? Unsupervised means whenever you are going to have unlabeled data. Unlabeled data. So what is unlabeled data means? That means for example, uh, in the supervised learning, you are aware about that this variable name is this, and this variable name is this. Now suddenly some influx of data is there, and you are not aware about the labels of those data. So how you will deal with that? Okay, now there are methods available. So what you can do with that type of data, you can cluster some very basic properties of those data variable. Okay, so these things are done using the clustering. Okay, association rule learning is also one type of example. Now let me give you one example. Okay, so try to think like that. Flipkart is there. Flipkart is there, and you are having Flipkart, and Flipkart is actually giving you. So you want to buy a mobile phone. Okay, you enter into the Flipkart website, and you search for the mobile phone, and you choose one. Okay, you choose one, but when you will go to scroll to the payment page, so near the payment link, they always came up with this idea that mobile plus cover plus headphones or earphones will be equal to this amount, right? So this is what this is clustering. This is clustering, one very good example when it comes to business. Okay, this is clustering the uh, clustering. Hello, am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible? Feedback link you will get in the end. Okay. Uh, So this is one type of example, okay, supervised learning example. Now let's move next. Let's cover these things early. So what are the examples of unsupervised learning methods? Medical imaging, anomaly detection, recommendation engines, market segmentations. Okay, all these are example of unsupervised learning. Moving next, what are reinforcement learning? So reinforcement learnings are very popular when it comes to setting up a framework for reward and punishment. This is a very easy to understand thing, but reinforcement learning are the most difficult models in the industry right now. But let me tell you in a very simple manner. Whenever you are creating a machine learning model, which is going to be set up on the basis of reward and punishment, okay, we also follow this strategy, and we are trying to incorporate the same strategy into the machines. Okay, so whenever it comes to the reward and punishment framework, okay, these type of models are going to gain the priority. Okay, reinforcement learning. Okay, so what are the examples where it is applied? Robotics. Okay, where they will be based on simulations. Okay, the task will be based upon simulations. Okay, trading strategy, if you are not aware about, if you are not aware about it, then let me tell you, 70% of the Indian stock market trade right now is done through machine learning methods, and no human involvement is involved when it comes to doing the sale and purchase. Machines are doing the sale and purchase for the firms. Okay, so we have so much of these requirements, those who know all these things, okay, in India right now. So what else is machine learning is there? So deep learning, natural language processing, okay, these things. So right now we will explore a practical example based on deep learning, okay, in our workshop. What are the type of deep learning? Again, supervised deep learning, unsupervised deep learning. Okay, what is inside that neural network framework, if you are aware about it? Okay, so what is inside unsupervised learning framework? Self organized map, Boltzmann machine. So these are also the type of problem solving tools inside the machine learning. And discriminative, so everyone see this. So inside this deep learning, we came up with two more type of learning. Okay, that is discriminative modeling and generative modeling. Okay, so in the supervised learning, to develop a model to predict the class label given an example of input variable, this task lies under the classification. Okay, now discriminative modeling is going to do what? It is going to predict the class. Okay, now what is going to be generative modeling task is, so discriminative means discriminate. Okay, that means predict the classes. Okay, now there is one more type of modeling available, which is going to generate the example on the basis of the previous data. Now one type of machine learning model we can very easily understand till now, that it is going to give the output as segregation, classification, clustering. Okay, but one more type of modeling is there, which is going to generate the same type of data which was available before. Okay, so for example, you input the data into the model and it is going to generate the examples on the same basis. Okay, now let's move next. So what are the type of generating models? Okay, now first type is generative adversarial network, and all these other types are also there. So these are the type of discriminative models. These are the type of generative models. Okay, in the discriminative modeling, you can see logistic, k-near, super support vector machines. But in a generative model, we are having generative adversarial network. So we will scope this, we will go through this right now. Okay, this is our main topic. Okay, so generative adversarial was developed recently 2014 only. Okay, Ian Goodfellow came up with this idea, and one of the very pioneer name inside the machine learning domain is Jan LeCun. Okay, he is the founder of your deep learning topics, very famous deep learning topics. He is founder of that. Okay, so the coolest idea in machine learning is the last 20 years. He said that it is generative adversarial network. Okay, so what are the applications of GAN? If you have not heard about it, if you have not heard about it, I will suggest you some books also. You can go through them. Okay. And one more thing, everyone. When you will enroll for, if you will enroll for our course in the AID, AI is the applications and big data is the platform. AI is the second step or the last step when it comes to the applications. Big data is a pipeline of all the data, right? Big data is going to be a input, and AI is going to be function, and you will getting the results with respect to AI when you will apply the big data into the AI pipeline. This is the question asked in the Q&A. Okay. So what are the so whenever you will enroll into the course in AID, so we are giving all the books and resources, all the books which are there on these topics for free in the PDF format also. Okay. So we are giving all these books when it comes to the course structure. Okay, we are giving to the course holders all the books for free. Okay, we are not charging for them. PDF version will be available for all the available books. Okay, so what are the applications of GAN? Fashion, art, advertising, astronomical science, video games, medical treatment, oh, many more. Believe me. So what a adversarial network is look like? What is a GAN? Okay, we will see it now. Okay, so I'm giving you one art example from GAN, that what actually you can do with the help of GAN. Okay, so this is a painting, everyone. This is a painting. It's a French painting. Artist was the French artist, but he didn't paint it. Okay, now what he did in 2018, this painting was created, very new. Almond de Bellamy, you can also search about it. It is a first painting by using machine learning model. Machine learning models painted these paintings. Okay, it is created by using GAN model only. Okay, now it was also sold at auction for worth 4,32,500 dollars. Okay, so a painting created by machine learning GAN model, and it is solding at this price. Okay. Now the algorithm was trained on 15,000 portrait from online art encyclopedia Wikiart. Okay. That means 15,000 data were there, data point were there, images were there, and using those images as input, uh, GAN modeling was performed, and they generated a very different example, a very new example, and this example was this painting. Okay, if you will see here, everyone, see this. Just wait. If you will see in this, just wait. If you will see here, everyone, this painting is signed by the mathematical model equation. Okay, so let's move next. So going deep into deep learning, generative adversarial network. So the word generative itself explain the overall purpose of the model, creating new data. Okay, generative means creating new data, and the word adversarial point out to the process based on competitive dynamics. That means two or more competitors are going to be there. That means adversaries. Okay, that means competitors. Okay, business competitors or some other competitors, war competitors, adversaries. Okay. Finally, the word network, which indicates the class of machine learning model. That means you are going to generate new data with the help of adversaries and using the network model. Okay. Now, this is a class of machine learning technique that consists of two simultaneously trained network as generator and discriminator. Okay, everyone. So these are the adversaries. These are the adversaries. These are the fighters. Okay, they are fighting with each other. Okay, one is generator and one is discriminator. Okay. So yes, we will give you these slides for free also. Okay. So let's understand the process, what will happen inside this GAN modeling, and what generator will do and what discriminator will do inside the modeling. Okay. So this is the process. So for example, you are having some data set, okay? For example, that 15,000, 1,500 or 15,000 image data from the art gallery, okay? 15,000 image data of the art gallery, and you are feeding that data into the generator, okay? Now sorry, you are having real example data available here, and you are feeding that real example to the discriminator, okay? This discriminator we designed, okay, and this generator also we designed. Now the what is the it's a two-person game. One is a discriminator and one is a generator. Discriminator try to understand as art expert, okay? You are having 15,000 images of the art, okay, and you are trying to show it to discriminator, and he will tell you that whether to classify that art as fake or real, okay. Now there is one more guy who is the adversary in this practical example. He is an art forger, okay. He is trying to fool this discriminator. That means he is going to send some fake picture generated example, and he is trying to fool this discriminator. Now discriminator task is what? That he is going to be feed it with the real example also and fake example also, and he is going to discriminate, or he is going to classify which art is fake and which art is real, okay. Now they are involved in a competition game. They are involved in a competition game that we have to see that level on which interaction game it is. A generator is trying to fool the discriminator. Now what is the game? The more convincing the fake painting generator makes, you see this, the more convincing the fake painting generator feed to the discriminator, the better the art expert must be at determining their authenticity. You understand this? If the picture that sent by a generator model, okay, is going to be very very close to real, and discriminator is going to check whether the image is real or not, okay, then it is going to be this discriminator task to become a very very expert when it comes to authenticity checking, okay. Now this is one example. You can think about other example also. So many real example are there, okay. So game continues till what is the end point of this game? What is the end point of this all these scenarios? So game will continue till generator finally produce art. This generator will finally produce art which discriminator classify as real. Do you understand this thing? Revert me in the chat, please. Do you understand the process? Do you understand the process? What is actually happening in the domain of the GAN? Do you understand it? You can repeat if you are not understanding, you are having any doubt. Okay, it's very interesting. I am telling you, it's very interesting, and I'm going to cover three or four types of models inside the course structure of AID on this basis also, because I will tell you one very good example for that also. Okay, on this basis, let me just show you one type of GAN modeling. One type of GAN modeling. Let me show you. We will continue this. Okay. So everyone, see this. I am feeding one website here. I am feeding one website here. This person does not exist. This person does not exist. You can also go through this website. Okay. So this is a website name itself. This person does not exist. And if you will click on this image, so everyone can see this image. Can everyone see this image? Revert me in the chat. Everyone. Can you see this image? Revert me in the chat fast. Now let me tell you, this image is a fake. This person do not exist in our world. The website is itself showing it. Now how this is happening? So if you can read this, imaging by GAN, generative adversarial network. Okay, it's a one type of GAN which we are also covering, style GAN too. Okay, in our course structure. Now this image is a fake image. This is not a real image. This image is created by using this GAN modeling, this process only. So generator have created this image, and we were having some real example. This specific image was created by using the GAN modeling. If you will refresh this page, you will get more images. See this, see the quality of the picture. This guy is not a part of our world. Someone can use these pics very well to create any social media account and play with public. Okay. So these are the images which are actually created by using the GAN modeling. Okay. If you want to understand more about it, enroll for the course, and we are having full structure about this course. Okay. So this is how it is going to be there. Okay. Very interesting topic and very useful also. Believe me, very useful. Now try to understand one usefulness where it is applied, as I told you in the before. See this applications of GAN, fashion, art, advertising, how it is applied into fashion. Try to think like that. You are having a product and you want to advertise it. You go to some very famous people and you ask them for the advertisement, or even if you will not go to very famous people, at least you need a groom guy who is going to advertise it. Okay, now using these GAN methods you can create an image which is going to be not a part of this world. That means they are not going to charge you. Okay, so this type of understanding you can understand very well when it comes to GAN modeling example. Okay, so let's continue. I hope you are enjoying. So we will finish it soon. Okay, we will take one practical example also. We will do GAN modeling, everyone. We will do GAN modeling now. Okay, now game will continue till when generator finally produce very real type of examples, the real example type of data, which a discriminator cannot identify it. Okay, so more example you can think about it. Okay, now let's move to the process. So the practical example of GAN that we are going to follow right now is, okay, so we are going to perform Python programming on it right now. So data set is there. So we are having this data set, MNIST data set, modified National Institute of Standard and Technology. Okay, this is a data set which is having is a subset of a data set by NIST and National Institute of Standard and Technology. Okay, this data set contains 60,000 trained and 10,000 testing handwritten digits from 0 and 9. Okay, do you understand? Handwritten means written on the hand, written by the hands. 0 to 9 digits, 60,000 training and 10,000 testing digits. Okay. Yes, it is related. Cognitive learning is related to AI and ML. Yes, no, not NumPy and Pandas too much. We will go to more advanced topics now. Okay. Uh, we will explain NumPy and Pandas are part of this, but we have to see this deep learning library also. Okay. What is the aim? What is the aim of doing this generative adversarial network? Now we want to train a model which can produce 0 to 9 digit using this data set. That means we are having a training data set from 0 to 9, and we want to create a model which itself can produce this type of data set. Try to think like that it can produce images by on its own, if you are going to ask it. Okay, now we will use Google Colab Notebook. Okay, for this model. Okay, so let's continue our journey. So everyone see, this is the type of MNIST data set is there. 3 4, you can see that these are the handwritten digits on a black paper. Okay, this is the type of data set. Okay, now to create a step, to create a GAN modeling, we will follow these steps. We will first import useful libraries, then we will define the model inputs and dimensions. Okay, And then we will design the generator parameter, the generator model that we were talking about. Then we will also design discriminator model also. Okay, this is totally from scratch. Okay, and then we will build and compile GAN model with the above parameter. Okay, and that means we will engage them, we will enter into the interaction when it comes to the optimization. Then we will design training loop with the help of MNIST dataset. Okay, and then we will design the final output image configurations, and then we will see the results and in the model. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, let's continue. uh, Hardly it will take 5 to 10 minutes. Codes are already with us. Okay, bear with me. Is everyone able to understand till now? Is everyone able to understand? Is not it very interesting topic? Huh? I hope all of you are enjoying. So let's start with our process that we were telling you about. Okay, so first we will load all the required libraries. Okay, everyone. So we are importing numpys, we are importing matplotlib for the plotting, and we are going to use Keras. So what is Keras actually is? Keras is actually having inbuilt this MNIST data set that we were talking about. Okay, and models also. Okay, so models that we are going to use. Okay, so these are convolutional neural network models that we are going to perform. Okay, and we are having optimizer also. Optimizations are used. We will so the theoretical aspect of all these programming will be covered in the course only. I cannot cover in 1.5 hours all the theoretical aspect, but we are trying to cover it as much as we can. Okay. Okay, let me see the comments. Okay. Okay, then continue. So first we are going to load all these libraries. Okay. Now, advantage of using Google Colab over other platforms is that these libraries, Keras and some other very famous machine learning libraries, these are already a part of Google Colab inbuilt. Okay, that means they are having inbuilt this framework. Okay, so we are using a GPU accelerator right now. Everyone, you can select it. Okay, now everyone see this. So we are having. So let's see this. If we are having data set here, right? So we are not having any type of data set here. Why? Because it is already a part of inbuilt package. Okay, Keras package. Okay, we are having data set inside this Keras package only. Okay, so we will be using the Keras package, NumPy and Matplotlib. Now the second step, everyone, if you remember through our slides. Okay, so this is the step. Now we will define the model input dimension. Okay, so these are the model input dimension. The image dimensions 28 by 28, one channel. Okay, this is the image dimensions, right? And we are defining noisy vector. So this is going to be the input dimensions of the this variable. Okay, everyone see this. So if you remember this random input vector, okay, which will be defined by the Am I audible, everyone? Am I audible, everyone? Am I audible? My screen is visible to everyone. Please revert. Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible? Okay, let's continue. Sorry for this interrupt. I don't know what happened. Some way it happened. I'm not aware about it. Okay. So let's continue. We were talking about this GAN modeling. Okay. Just bear with me. Is my screen visible to everyone? Can we start? Can we start? Is my screen visible to everyone? Okay. Okay. Let's start then. Let's get started. So we have created the dimensions of the input image, okay, that we are going to input it. Okay, now we are going to build the generator. Okay, everyone see this. So this is the generator, and we are going to build a generator right now. We are going to define build generator, and we are going to use the model on a sequential basis. Okay, that means sequence wise this image will be there. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we are using this fully connected layer to drive the shape, okay, of the image that we will put inside the generated model. Okay, then we are also using batch normalization. So this is a structural process. This is a structural process of designing a generator or a discriminator. Okay, we will be using so these are what these are, if you remember, generative adversarial networks. Okay, these are all the layers of networks that we are designing: batch normalization, leaky relu, and transpose conventional layers. Okay, these are all the layers that we are defining. Okay, so if you want to understand more about it, okay, I will suggest you one book. You can go through it inside when you will do the course. Okay, so we have designed the generator right now. Now we are designing the discriminator. Okay, again we are using this layer framework to differentiate the model parameters. Okay, so we are using conventional 2D framework here. So what is this actually? 2D convolution layer is this layer create a convolution kernel that is convolved with the layer input to produce a tensor of output. Okay, this is how you can understand it very well. Okay, so I have designed it. Now move next. Okay, so now we are going to do what? We are going to do the interaction of this generator and this discriminator. Okay, here they will do the interaction. Okay, at this level, when generator will try to classify the generated example and the real example as the fake or real. Okay, so we are citing this with the help of a model ad. Okay, we are defining the model on a sequential manner. That means once this generator will do the task, and this after that, so it's a sequential step. Okay, it's not like everyone is doing at the same time. It's a sequential manner. Okay, it is already a part of Keras library, so we are defining it. Okay, it is done. Now we are going to compile and build the discriminator behavior right now. Okay, that means how the discriminator will deal with the this generated example and real example. Okay, this is the behavior setting that we are doing right now. We are setting up loss functions, we are setting up optimization, we are setting up the image shape. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, so we have done this. Okay, this is totally based upon the GAN compiler. Okay, how it is going to compile the new images and the optimization also. Okay, so let's continue. So this is done, right? Now we are setting the loss accuracies and iteration checkpoints. Okay, now what are these? So train, how much training variables will be there. So if you remember that we have taken the batch size of 60,000 image for the training, if I told you before only. So we will be using this one. Total 60,000 training images are there and 10,000 testing images are there, which are what? Which are nothing but 0 to 10 written images. Okay, the images that I showed you. Okay, this kind of images. Okay, see this. So we are using this. Okay, now we are defining losses, accuracies, and iterators. Okay, inside the train model. So we are defining the training framework. So this is the training framework. Okay, we will so this will do what? This will generate the sample of generated image. Okay, everyone see this. We were talking about this, if you remember this. Okay, so this training framework will do what? The generator and discriminator are going to engage in a fight right now. Okay, and this when discriminator will classify any image as the fake. Okay, so this fake data will go to the generator again, and it will again iterate to feed a generative more advanced example, so that the discriminator will again try to classify whether this generated example is real or not. Okay, so this is how it is going to be based on iteration. We will also define the iteration now. Okay, everyone see this. So this is the iteration here. Okay, now we are taking the base size with respect to 100 variable in one time. Okay, we are also defining iteration with respect to loss functions. Okay, now everyone see this. Let's continue. I have defined this. Okay, now sample image, how the sample image is going to look like. Okay, if you remember the process, what process we are following it, we have designed generator, we have designed discriminator, we have build and compile GAN model. Okay, now we are defining final output image configuration, how the final image is going to look like. Okay, this is the sample image. Okay, it is going to be 4 by 4 inch. Okay, and we are incorporating some other gray image color will be there. Okay, these type of only. Okay, so let's continue. It is also done. Right now it's the time to set up the hyperparameters. Okay, what are the hyperparameters? Hyperparameters is iterators. How many times you want to do the iteration. Okay, for example 20,000 iterations are there. If I will reduce them to 10,000, and believe me, people do lakhs of iteration with these type of models. That means model is going to run 10,000 times again and again to define the image. This process which is there. Okay, random input generated, discriminated, again it will go back, again it will go back, again it will go back. This we have designed for the 10,000 times right now. Okay, batch size we have 128. Okay, and one time it is going to take 128 image one times. Okay, and sample intervals we have defined 1000. Okay, that means on one shot how many image it is going to be based upon interval. Okay, now we are going to train it. We are going to train this iteration, batch size, and sample image. Okay, if you will run this, it will start doing the iteration right now. Okay, everyone see this. Now it is first downloading the data from the internet. Okay, now it is going to build upon Python 3.6 we are using here. We are using Keras data set. We have defined the training variable here. Okay, it is still running. That means it is doing the iteration. Okay, now you will see that how it is going to complete the iteration. It is going to complete the iteration on the sample interval manner. Okay, we have defined the runtime as GPU. Okay, this is running on the GPU basis. Now try to think like that. Image 10,000 image is going to run through iterators and 1,000 image at once. Okay, now it is again it is keep starting, it is keep going. Okay, now till that uh, thing complete, uh, let me know about your requirements and your understanding from this. webinar. How it was? We can discuss doubts right now. So till now it is running. Why to waste time? Okay, we can do the chat right now. How till now? How you feel like that? How was it till now? And what type of other topics you would like to see when it comes to webinar like that? Okay, workshop like that. So I came up with all these new stuff so that people will not feel bored. Everyone is using some very basic thing, and they are just trying to give some very basic thing in webinars. Okay, so I thought that why not to give the real touch. Okay, that is the real requirement in nowadays. Okay, so this is still running now. Everyone see this, everyone see this. It came up with the one argument. Okay, let me zoom it. Everyone see this. Now it has completed 1000 interval right now. Okay, it has completed 1000 interval. Now discriminator, this D is the discriminator, this G is the generator. Okay, everyone see this. So I told you that they are fighting with each other to reduce their own loss. Okay, that means generator want to give example to the discriminator that okay, classify them whether or fake or real, and discriminator is going to classify them. Okay, now when they will be engaging with each other, so they will come up with some losses. Okay, the loss function is what? So as I told you, it's a reward and punishment based model. So right now what we are setting up here is it's a reinforcement learning framework. It's not like linear regression and logistic regression. It's a more advanced and real picture of this world, how the things are done. Okay, so it has run 1000 iteration till now. We have incorporated 10,000 iterations. AI generated medical services. PyCharm, we will see to it. Okay, PyCharm is also very good. PyCharm is good. I have gone through it. We can work on it. Okay, now everyone see so they are fighting with each other to minimize their loss. Discriminator is fighting with the generator to minimize its loss. Generator is trying to see before in the first iteration, in the first batch, generator loss was 4.625. Okay, now generator is fighting to minimize its loss according to the setup that we have done. Okay, so generator loss is right now 2.98. It has reduced its loss, but at the same time as generator is reducing the loss, discriminator is losing it. Okay, because these two are fighting with each other. If this will reduce its loss, then it will suffer. If this will reduce loss, then it will suffer. So they are fighting for a optimum position. Okay, they are fighting for a optimum position. Now accuracy is what? Accuracy is what, everyone? So discriminator is trying to classify the real and fake image. Okay, now generator is feeding the fake image to the discriminator, and out of 100 image in this sample, out of 100 image, 98.83% was the accuracy by the discriminator. Okay, before that, if you will see, discriminator loss was very less, 0.02, and the accuracy was very much. Now discriminator generator was suffering the loss, and it was having 4.65, but now it advances on the recent development, and it came up with this 2.98. Now again see this, everyone. Discriminator is losing right now. Okay, and accuracy is still the same. Okay, but generator is able to manage a better loss position right now. Okay, this is how you will find it very interesting when it comes to the actual practice. Okay, now after this you will get some pictures in the output of this training model. You will get some pictures as this. Okay, as very much real this. Why? How you will get it? So this generator is creating the images. Okay, So this is going to be the output type of thing. Okay, that means if these are the real image, then generator is going to create very equal image like that. Okay, now try to think like that. That's why I showed you this thing. Okay, this is a fake image created by generator and not a real image in this world. Okay, generator was trained in the same manner that we are training right now. Okay, and it created the same type of image. Okay, now if you will refresh it again, a new image will be there. See everyone, this is a fake image. This is not a real image. This is a fake image. Can you see this? What technologies, Sri Lakshmi is asking, what technologies can be taken as conventional technologies to AI? If this is the scenario, then can you point out the changes happen while moving from conventional technologies to AI? It's a very practical question. It's a very practical question, and people who are actually into the industry right now, like CEOs and managing director, they are in a better positions right now to answer these type of questions. But how I can answer this question is, if the scenario you can then you can point out that moving from conventional to AI. Yes, the process is already here. Okay, the conventional technologies are losing to AI. It is already the truth. Okay, you can understand from AlphaGo games and some other games also that AI is winning. AI is winning, and it is taking the superiority, and everyone is talking about this thing. Okay, so there are many technologies now. From where I am seeing the things, from where I am seeing the things, where I am seeing the things, then technology is going to become more advanced in the coming few days, in the coming few months or coming few years in the healthcare domain. In the healthcare domain, they are going to become very advanced because it is a most disrupted domain right now because of this corona and all the other things. Okay, now it has done 5,000. Okay, so discriminator this time take up again over the generator, and see the accuracy, everyone. See the accuracy. It was able to identify, classify 99.61% as the real image. Okay. Any other question? Any other question from your side? Feedback link will be there, anonymous. Don't worry about it. Any other questions you are having? We can discuss this thing. I know it is taking little bit more time right now, but that is not in my hand. I have already classified GPU into the system. Okay, so it is running right now. Okay, so it will iterate till 10,000, then it will produce the image. Okay, so after that we will be able to see certificate link will also be shared with you. Okay, after this completion, after this it will show you some the example data that generator produces. Okay, any other question? Any other question from your side? So we are into the gaming designing at AID. We are into AI also. So one of the most advantage that you will get in AI is one of the very recent topics that we are teaching in terms of technology and the recent scenarios like these. Okay, and believe me, believe me, Python job market is just going to increase only. Okay, Harish is asking. So Python is not like a very single job right now. Okay, if you know Python very well, you can do development, you can do research, you can do data analytics, you can do data science, you can do machine learning. you can do web development, you can do some very independent research. So Python, knowing the Python is going to be evergreen domain in the coming age. That's why I was saying that why not to learn Python right now? Okay? Why not to learn Python right now? So that is the main reason. If you are going to be good in at least one programming language, and Python is going to be there. Python is not going to be a programming language which is going to disappear tomorrow. Okay, so it is going to be a evergreen domain. It is not like that tomorrow it is going to be gone. Java is also one of the top competitor in Python, but believe me, when it comes to Python, so you are in a better position to deal with the different domains. Okay, you can do data analytics, you can do data science, you can perform all these available scenarios. All these library support is there in Python only. Okay, not in Java. Java is a very popular language when it comes to web development, when it comes to mobile app development. I understand this thing, totally understand that. But when it comes to the multi-paradigm, okay, so Python is going to take the advantage in coming days. Why? Let me tell you something. Try to think like that. A guy is there and he is a statistician. He so try to think at a macro level. Okay, how many students are actually learning the statistics only and not the engineering? Okay, now all of them are transferring to Python. People from mathematics also, they are learning Python. People from engineering background also, they are also learning Python. Okay, Python is itself a learning. Python is itself a learning. We are also providing crash course in Python also. So if you want to enroll, then you can discuss these things over the call. Okay, to the representatives. Okay, and after learning Python, it is up to you that in which domain you want to enter. Okay, it is up to the person that in which domain you want to enter. If you want to learn Python for see, Python is going to be the same. Now the applications are going to be different, so you have to choose that whether you want to go to into the ML and AI jobs, data science jobs, or you want to go into the web development jobs, or you want to do some research. Okay, these kind of things. Let me tell you so right now we are in the disruption. Okay, Himanshu, Himanshu is asking a question: which domain is better to enter after that, after learning Python? So let me tell you. First, you will learn Python. Second thing is, which I will suggest from my own experience is, you should be have a very good understanding of AI and ML right now, because that is the disruption, that is the disruptive advantage right now. Okay, so what actually I can say is going into the data science domain can give you a very good cash job. Okay, so why? Because every company out there is going to transform their infrastructure into the cloud based platform, and how they are going to deal with that cloud data which is going to be there on a digital platform. They need data scientists, they need data analytics, they need business analytics, and all these core languages, Python, it is going to be a part of the job. It is always going to be a part of the job because it's free, it's open source, so it is keep developing and developing. Feedback link will be available after this session will be over. So I am being here, I am just waiting. Just bear with me, just bear with me. 9,000 iterations are done already, 1,000 iterations are remaining. We will be done with that. Okay, and I really appreciate your time and efforts. Okay, even I am also here. So how ML and AI was useful to battle COVID-19? Very interesting question. Very interesting question, Shanmuga. So have you heard about China development when how they were fighting with it? Believe me, China used a lot of AI and ML tool while they were fighting with the COVID-19. And believe me, that differentiate themselves when it comes to the death rate. Now you can also say that, sir, why America is losing so many people? So it is just one input, okay? It is just one input. It is just one input. Till 11 we will be done. Don't worry, Sakshi. We are already done with the 9,000 iteration. Okay. So how they were using it, the AI and ML. So they build these chatbots. They build drones. They build. They find out various uh, have you understood how we are dealing with the COVID-19? So they are giving the assistance. Chinese, after dealing with the successful implementation of their strategies in the China, they are giving the assistance to the other countries. They went to Italy, they went to other countries, and they are sending their people that how to assist. Everyone see this. Everyone see this. So iterations are done. So it is now giving you the training, the iterated results. Okay, everyone, see this. Now this model is producing the images. Okay, these are the type of images it is producing. You can just figure out some very basic numbers. Okay, we feeded our model on this data set. Okay, these type of images, 60,000 images we feeded our data set, and it is producing these images 9 3 5 4. Now everyone, try to see this. This is not the exactly very same data set here. Okay, this is not the exactly very clear as it is look like. Okay, but that is the game. That is the game that if you will increase the number of iteration, if you will increase the number of iteration that we were incorporating, we did the 10,000 iteration to train this model. Okay, if you will increase this iteration to 30,000, okay, then you will be able to having a accuracy factor also here. Okay, let's see the accuracy. Am I audible? Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay, let's continue it. Okay, so right now we are going to plot this. Okay, the losses function of discriminator and generator. Okay, so we are plotting it. Everyone see this? Everyone see this? So this is the number of iteration we did, and this is the loss function of discriminator and generator. Okay, this orange one is the discriminator loss, and this blue one is the this orange one is the generator loss, and this blue one is the discriminator loss. Okay, so you can see this that when these will both will reach at zero, everyone listen to me, when both these losses will reach to zero, then you will be able to produce this type of image. Do you understand, everyone? Do you understand? Tell me in the chat. Do you understand? Now we are checking the accuracy graph. Okay, that we have already seen it. Okay, this is the last code we are running. Okay, now everyone see this. We have plotted the accuracy graph. So this is the discriminator accuracy graph. Okay, discriminator was in the first shoot, first 1000 shoot. It was able to maintain an accuracy of more than 95%. Okay, then generator pickup, again discriminator learn, again generator pickup, again discriminator learn. Okay, in the 10,000 shoot, okay, generator discriminator accuracy was that level. Okay, so this is from my side. This is just an introductory GAN lecture to all of you. Okay, and believe me, we are going to cover more advanced type of models inside the course that we are offering. Okay, so what I will suggest is those of you who find it interesting and who find it very suitable to your understanding, that you should be able to know all these things. You should have a command of all these things. Okay, so what I will suggest is that we are offering course right now. Okay, if you are interested in that, then you can opt for it. And I think the time is also done. I am very sorry to take your so much time. Okay, it's very di- uh, I think it's interesting for you at least. Okay, so let's stop here. Are you having any doubt? Are you having any doubt? Still, are you having any doubt? You can ask. If you are having any doubt, you can ask. Feedback also you can give everyone. So you will be giving feedback also. Feedback form will also be there with you. Okay. So if you are having any doubt, you can tell me right now. Okay. If you are having any doubt, you can inform me. Okay, then it was very good to be here with all of you. I really enjoyed your interaction. Okay, every one of you. Of course, we are logged in a one-shot game. Maybe after that, some of you will not be able to see me, and I will not be able to see you. I have never seen you before. You have never seen me before. So it was really very interesting to see all of your support. Okay, I appreciate your efforts to be here, and I appreciate your learning and valuable insights. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, we will so register yourself with AID, and every one of you, I request every one of you to go to YouTube page of Asian Institute of Design and subscribe it, and go through the video also that we have uploaded right now. And uh, if you find it very useful and very informative, then go and subscribe and like the videos. Okay, so that's from my side. Thank you every one of you. Okay, thank you for joining, thank you for being here. Okay, uh, I'm just going to stop now. Okay, is that okay, Jyoti Prakash? Mr. Jyoti, is that okay? So okay, we will meet again if it is possible. Thank you for joining. Okay, thank you for joining everyone. Okay, I'm stopping the meeting. Thank you for joining. Okay everyone, bye bye, have a good day. Okay. Certificate will be issued to every one of you, those who are here, and it will be mailed you.